your friend. They are, for like everything. And even though I'm van lifing, I think so many tips that I'm learning, and I'm really learning through experience and research, a lot of research, and a lot of hands-on experience. I think they're applicable in a lot of things in life. Like, for example, a friend reached out to me, and I hope you can hear me because it's super duper windy, and I'll try to make this short. I don't want to make these videos too long, but I do end up sort of talking a while, and so I'm going to try to keep them on subject and keep them short. Let's do one though on pros and cons of van life. Someone reached out to me, and she wanted to kind of talk out the money aspect. Why do it versus why not? And here's a couple things that I do want to say, and we can go in way deeper on different aspects in other videos, but let me say this about anything in life, okay? Now, I'm solo traveling with my dog because this is where I am in my life. So let's just get this out there. Wherever you go, sorry, this needs to be more on me. Wherever you go, there you are. So everything is subjective to who you are and your personality, what's important to you, and what's not important to you. And I think that's super applicable in anything, whether it's career choice, families, dating, marriage, lifestyle. Come on up. I think these things are like core value stuff that needs to just get out on the table right away before any kind of decision is made. And also, what's really important to know is change is a natural evolution part of life. Change is gonna happen all the time, whether you like it or not. For me, it was a matter of maybe getting in front of that and maybe making some choices with changes that needed to happen instead of reacting to, which we can't predict everything. Instead of being on the reacting side, maybe get in front of some things and start making some real important choices on what my core values were. And I did not know what my core values were. I had a sense because you behave from that place, but until you can name, and I did this great book by Brené Brown on, man, it was a management book. I don't know the title. I can find it. But it was, you do some quizzing and some testing to find out your core values, and she has you name 2. Now if you start to name some things, you're going to probably name about 200 things that are your values. But you can literally funnel them into 2 core values. And from those places, all your decisions can and should be made from. And I know you're going to say, well, duh, like you knew that. Because this has come up before in conversation when I was just learning this. I got kind of excited about it, and I wanted to like share it in conversation. Like, do you know your core values? And, you know, maybe you do. And maybe it's just super no-brainer. But behind the things that you think are your core values, you got to get even more behind that. And mine, once I named those, and I can tell you mine, because I wasn't living in accordance. I was contradicting those things in my daily decisions. Mine is a reverence for life. Reverence is a different word. Love, respect, like, appreciate, value. Reverence encompasses all of it. More so to me is a respect, an honor, a value. You show respect to the life that you are given, that maybe taking advantage and taking for granted of some things because of privilege or laziness or whatever. By the way, laziness and fear are the exact same things. They're the exact same behavior and course to those. You just are behaving in different ways, but laziness and fear are the same thing. But when I named that reverence for life, what was my other one? I think it's maybe faith. I don't know. Reverence for life took over. I think it was faith. Maybe honoring my faith. Maybe a connection with and through here, through you guys, through us here, and through that, it's all connected. Maybe regarding that constantly, not just like in a meditation practice or a Sunday church practice, whatever your faith is. But to me, that even goes back into a reverence for life, that honoring that we really have one shot at this, and everything you do is a respect factor. And I wasn't respecting my life I was drinking and hanging out with people that spoiled, couldn't give a fuck about nothing. Sorry about my language, my sister's kids watch these videos. But you know, they didn't have a reverence for, they didn't have a respect, a regard, and I didn't know any better. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That's what was the internal conflict. Once I got busy naming these things and doing some work on me, by cutting all that out, I can now make these decisions. So let's go back to the van life thing. When you know what's important to you, it got really, I don't want to say easy, and I don't want to say clear. Kind of did get really clear. Then it gets really easy. It's still really, really hard though. To cut the crap that is no longer lined up with those values. I'm not going to say it's not important, because don't get me wrong. It is fun to go shopping, to buy something new. It is fun to spend some money. It is fun to eat out. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't eaten out in so long. I don't even care anymore. Restaurants. I don't even choose it anymore. Even if money wasn't a factor, I don't know. I like to eat my own food here. I know how to make it taste yummy. But what I'm saying is because van life can be a money issue. It could be a control issue. You want to control your life instead of having your rent or your mortgage or your job control you. You want freedom. You know, and there's a payoff for everything. My sister says to me all the time, Christina, you worked way too hard to get to where you are, to have anything else impact your choices than what you want to do right now. What do you want to do right now? You control that. And that she has to remind me of that, because I can still get sidetracked a bit. I'm going to come back to that. So we can have more conversations for real logistics on pros and cons of van life. But I wanted to say this, wherever you go, there you are. And maybe, I'm never going to tell anybody what to do. I was going to be a life coach one day. I don't need to be a life coach, because I don't think I don't have a right to tell anybody what to do. You all are on your paths for a reason. We're all on our paths for a reason. We all deserve and have the right to live it our way, what is best for us. And who am I to say what's best for you? So what I will say is figure out what's important to you, and then we can talk about things like beds in a van. Well, I can talk about my bed all day long. My bed is important. My rest is important to me. My sleep is important to me. That is like one of the most important parts of my life, is sleep. What is negatively impacted? I am negatively impacted, and then my life is not great. We can talk about rent or mortgage. We can talk about trying to find, maybe we'll do some of these videos, trying to find ways to navigate an income and have some freedom out here. Because I'm not trying to be a truck driver and be on the road. That is not what I'm trying to do. Someone said be a truck driver. Are you kidding me? It's not like I love being on the road. I want to see neat things and experience things that I wasn't experiencing before. And I've said this in other videos, but I'll say it again. I want by having a reverence for life, that means a bigger, broader experience than what I was having in my teeny tiny bubble, which my bubble was amazing for what it was at the time. I have so many amazing clients and connections. I just lost a client again, another client died. And it breaks my heart, and I'm very close to my people. They are my tribe. I worked 28 years in my career. They are my family. But my world was a sliver of what the potential is out here to experience. And so I'm out here following this instinct and call inside me, which is lined up with the spiritualism and faith aspect, part of my core values here, to answer to that, to show up to that. So I would say for you guys to tap into these things about, and you can go look up that Brené Brown book. It was a career book. It was about, was it CEOs? I have to look that up. Anyway, you can Google it. You can do the test if you want, or just figure out, because she writes on a couple pages all the names of core values, and then you start circling, and then you gotta through process come down to 2. It takes some work. I mean, it wasn't like an hour work. It was days. It might have been weeks for me that I took some time to do this. And I still question it. Anyway, okay, guys. This got way longer than I thought. I totally promise small, short videos, and then they get long. But we can talk about all the logistics, and we certainly will. I think we'll do some of this. I think that'll be fun. Boy, I am no expert on anything. I am a first timer on, and there are people who know way, 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 way more than me. So go YouTube them and Google them. But I am going to share what I know because I am learning everything as I go, and it's kind of fun. Okay, I love you guys. We'll do more logistics later. Pros and cons of van life. Love you. Bye.